This is the Fox Quills Bali High pigmented ink. Now, of course, Fox Quills do pigmented inks. There they go, Fox Quills, yeah. And they also do Iron Gall inks. Now, just be careful with Iron Gall inks, because if you're using metal nibs, Iron Gall inks will corrode the tip of the nib, especially if it's a pointed, flexible metal nib. Iron Gall inks are brilliant with quills. But we're going to look at the pigmented ink. Now, I'm just going to rule up a couple lines using the PA Scribe lining template. So I'm using the Nina paper, which is really lovely to work on. It has a little bit of a tooth, which is great for copperplate script, because if you don't have enough of a tooth, it will cause some issues with the nib slipping across the surface. Now, of course, you also want to see how it works in a broad edge nib. So this is a William Mitchell round hand nib, number 3. And that's holding really well. I love how the ink how it's quite variable. Now let's play with the nib a little bit more. So I'm applying a little bit of pressure just to see how the ink moves within the nib, and that's really lovely. Now let's try a ruling pen. So this is the Luthus ruling pen. These are really lovely. I have a set of these. I love using them. And you really do need to take the sheet out of the pad, because you want the substrate to be hard enough so that it creates some sawtoothing on the lines. So now you can see how this bows over the edge. So if you look at it, it does this. It doesn't just do that. So it holds quite a lot of ink, but you just have to be a little bit careful. This Fox Quills Bali High pigmented ink is very liquid. It's very fluid. So you just need to be a little bit careful with how much ink you're dipping and how much you're letting come off the nib. Wait until that final drop has come off, and that's enough ink in there. Otherwise, you'll end up with it doing that on your page.